Preparing simple project proposal. This module will guide you step by step in writing a simple project proposal that your local government can take seriously and consequently give you what you are requesting. What will you learn from this module? After studying this module, you should be able to identify the needs of your community, create problem statements for project proposal topics, write objectives for a project, list the steps to be taken to accomplish an objective, design a budget plan, describe the benefits of a project, and draft a project proposal observing the correct format. The following are the competencies that you will develop in this module video lesson. Make a simple project proposal to address one prevalent problem in your community. Sequence steps in stories read or events in written materials. And conduct short research projects on a self-selected topic or on a relevant issue. Before we proceed to our discussion, let us first have a pretest. The following statements are either definitions or examples of certain parts of a project proposal. Identify each component being described. I will give you 5 seconds to answer and reveal the answer afterwards. So ready? The importance of the project for the community members. A. Introduction, background, or rationale of the project. B. Plan of action and schedule of activities. Or letter C. Importance of the project. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is letter C. Importance of the project. If you got the correct answer, then 1 point for you. Number 2. Assessment of needs and reasons for the proposal. Letter A. Introduction, background, or rationale of the project. Letter B. Plan of action and schedule of activities. Letter C. Importance of the project. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is letter A. If you got the correct answer, another 1 point for you. Number 3. Estimated expenses. Letter A. Problem statement and proposal objectives. Letter B. Budget for the project. Letter C. Importance of the project. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is letter B. If you got the correct answer, then another 1 point for you. Number 4. The reduction of infant mortality rate. Letter A. Problem statement and proposal objectives. Letter B. Budget for the project. Letter C. Importance of the project. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If your answer is letter A, then you are correct. Another 1 point for you. Number 5. Evaluation of the project. Letter A. Problem statement and proposal objectives. Letter B. Budget for the project. Letter C. Importance of the project. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is letter C. Another 1 point for you if you got the correct answer. Number 6. A request for 100,000 pesos for a period of 4 months. Letter A. Problem statement and proposal objectives. Letter B, budget for the project. Or letter C, importance of the project. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is letter B. If you got the correct answer, another 1 point for you. Number 7. Our barangay clinic needs to be repaired and expanded. Letter A, introduction, background, or rationale of the project. Letter B, plan of action and schedule of activities. Letter C, importance of the project. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is letter A. Last item, number 8. Steps to be taken to achieve the objectives. Letter A, problem statement and proposal objectives. Letter B, budget for the project. Letter C, importance of the project. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is letter A. If you got the correct answer, then another 1 point for you. So that's the end of our pretest. Now count your scores, and if all your answers are correct, then very good. This shows that you already know much about the topics in this module. If you got a low score, don't feel bad. This means that this module is for you. It will help you understand some important concepts that you can apply in your daily life. If you study this module carefully, you will learn the answers to all the items in the test and a lot more. Before you can prepare a project proposal, you must first identify what you badly need in your community. So look around your barangay or your neighborhood. Think of the 2 problems your barangay is facing right now. After determining what your community needs, you should then put it into words. It is important for you to state the need clearly in your proposal. What does your barangay badly need? Does your barangay have any problems that need to be addressed right away? So think of 2 problems your barangay is facing right now. So take a look at my example answer. In my own barangay, I have identified these 2 problems. First one, I put stray dogs and cats because their population is increasing. And second is basketball court for leisure activities since kids and teenagers don't have elsewhere to go. Some of them are not allowed to go to the mall yet, but they also need to exercise and have fun outside their home. So after stating the problem, what do you think will be needed or solution for that problem? Take note, a community problem may have 2 or even more possible solutions, so that we choose which one might be either the most effective or most efficient. So here, in your screen, I stated 2 possible solutions. First one is the neuter program. Second is to build animal shelter. Now for this part, I want you to state or write your answers in your own words for number 2, which is the basketball court for leisure activities. You may pause the video for a while and focus on answering this. A project proposal is a written proposal presented to people who can help you address your community's needs. I will discuss to you the step-by-step guide in making a simple project proposal, so listen very carefully. And do not forget to take down notes. First part is introduction. This part must be brief, clear, and direct to the point. It should include a description of your community and how the proposed project can respond to the community need you have identified. It also gives reasons why the community deserves to be given funds for the project. Now take a look at a sample below. The first problem was stray dogs and cats increasing. So the citizens of Barangay SKZ are concerned about increasing of stray dogs and cats roaming around. 40 out of 60 households were reportedly a lot of manure scattered in the streets. Some were being chased and bitten by dogs who don't have owners, and lately a lot of car accidents. Because of this, it would be great to implement a neuter program or maybe an animal shelter near us. This would help to reduce harm to both humans and animals and less accidents in the future. So notice that the problem statement is short, clear, and direct to the point. These are the characteristics of a good problem statement. A short description of the community is stated. Then the community problem is then given, followed by a reason for the need based of the community's point of view. Then the reason for addressing the need of the community is also stated. A problem statement may also include the benefits the project can bring to the community in the long run. Just remember, you are trying to convince sponsoring agencies that the need deserves to be met and is worth their support. This would be your second activity. Make your own introduction, and then must be at least one paragraph that consists of 3 to 5 sentences. You may pause the video for a while and focus on answering. Now we're done to the introduction. After learning how to write problem statements properly, you are now ready to study how to write the other parts of a project proposal. Okay, so let's proceed to the first one, problem statement and proposal objectives. We knew and stated the problems and what we need a while ago, right? We can now state our objective. Problem statement and proposal objectives is what you would like to accomplish. Once this is achieved, the need is addressed. So a while ago, stated here, decreasing number of stray dogs and animals, and we need an animal shelter, and our objective is to provide local animal shelter to lessen accidents. So note that your objective gives the reason as to why you want an animal shelter. Now with your own problem, it's your turn to continue answering the activity by making your own objective or objectives. After listing down your objective, you can now make your plan of action. List down the steps you will take to solve the problem. Plan of action and schedule activities is a detailed description of all the activities related to a project proposal, including the amount of time it will take. It is important to determine the materials you need to complete your project. Your plan of action should be clear. It must include all the activities you plan to do to complete the project in proper order, as well as the personnel needed for each activity. Take note also that your plan of action must be realistic and must consider your available resources such as time and money. Take a look at my example. The activities related to the project are presented in an orderly and chronological manner. The inclusive dates for each part of the plan should be included. If you are not sure when the project will start, you may just indicate the time frame for each step as an example. Okay, for example, in letter A, approval and release of budget. So instead of indicating 5 days, you may also include dates, such as, since it's 5 days, you may include February 21 to 25, and also the year. Okay, so my plan of action here was in chronological order. So first, approval and release of budget. Next is construction of animal shelter under Barangay Council supervision. After that, purchasing general supplies such as towels, pet leashes, food and water bowls, wire pet crates, and dry and wet foods. Then hiring of personnel such as veterinarians. And then after that, dry run operations such as giving flyers, posting public in social media networks, and lastly, formal opening of the facility and start operating. Next part is the most grueling part among them, which is the budget for the project. Projects require money. You have to purchase materials for your project in order to realize your objectives. A budget is a list of estimated expenses needed to achieve your objectives. So it is important to determine the materials you need to complete your project. Okay, know your available resources. You can also ask around so you will know where to get them at the lowest or most reasonable prices. You also need to determine the time required for each activity. This way, you can approximate how much time you will need to finish the project. This list must be carefully evaluated. Remember, do not include items that are not necessary for the project's completion. Okay, so this is my sample budget for the project. I have here building construction, employee salary, general supplies, animal vaccination. And then I also include the prices and also the timeline. Okay, now make your budget as simple and clear as possible. If you have sponsoring agency, it would be clear. And detailed because they were able to readily identify its parts. The necessary details or breakdown of expenses should be clearly shown. Okay, again, the one that you are seeing right now in your screen is just an example. It wasn't checked and examined yet. Okay, so as you can see, it's not that detailed. Take a look at my first part, which is building construction. No materials were stated, which is very essential. You should make a specific list for the materials. So the tip here is to do some research on your sponsoring agency to find out its specific requirements for proposals and the usual amounts of grants so you can tailor your budget to meet their standards. Okay, this way, your project has a bigger chance of being approved. And lastly, make sure your computations are correct because this conveys integrity and trustworthiness on your part. So this is the last part, importance of the project, or what we call conclusion. Conclusion indicates who will benefit from the proposed project and what will they actually gain from it. So here's my sample conclusion. Shelter is one of the basic needs crucial for survival in cases of natural hazards or conflict. It provides security, personal safety, and protection from the weather and prevents ill health and disease. The project would be beneficial to both citizens and stray animals of Barangay SKZ. Having an animal shelter gives the animal a chance of a home and a new lease of life and may help to stabilize this population. This will also lessen the accidents that happen lately in our streets. The conclusion should show why approving the project is a good decision. It is directly related to the first part, which is problem statement. You do not even have to consider the other components to write this last portion. Just concentrate on the need you identified at the beginning of your proposal. You must evaluate and show that your proposal will benefit the community. In this part, you should indicate everyone who will benefit from your proposed project as well as what they will gain. Now, I will be presenting to you the outline of a simple project proposal. These are the 8 parts of a project proposal in their proper order. This will help you visualize the format, the proper format, and how the final proposal will look. This is how you make your own simple project proposal. First part would be the title, usually a shorter version of the problem statement or simply the need. Next would be the sender and address for mailing purposes. Next would be the date, the day you plan to submit your proposal, and the estimated time it will take you to complete the project. Next is the problem statement, wherein the need and why it needs to be met stated in a paragraph describing the contents of the proposal with a proper heading. Next is objective, what the proposal aims to do. Next is plan of action, the steps you plan to take, and a time frame in which to finish the proposed project. Next is budget, the estimated cost of the entire project. And lastly, how this project will benefit my community. It is the conclusion in which mentions who the beneficiaries of the project are and what they can gain. And now let's format using the formatting tools. And arrange the paragraph layout. And now it is ready to be printed and submitted. Now let's answer this post-test. Arrange the 8 parts of the project proposal using the numbers 1 to 8. Write 1 as the first part and 8 as the last part. And for your performance task, continue your activity by adding plan of action, budget, and conclusion. You have to make your own project proposal and asking for funds for the basketball court in your barangay. Make sure you follow the correct format. So here's your guide. Well, this is the end of the module. Congratulations for finishing it. Do not forget to submit your pretest, post-test, and task on time. Thank you for watching.